Hi everyone, my name is Brooke. This is our week 2 discussion for the strategy map. So I chose to do mine on the new patient intake and evaluation process at our physical therapy clinic, or at least my clinic. So to begin, where we start is we receive a referral either electronically through the EMR system, or we can get a call-in or a walk-in patient who's a self-referral. Once we receive that, we will look over the insurance. We'll make sure that the referral is in network and that they have eligibility. We usually confirm that through our EMR system. We also have to verify that we get our demographics, phone numbers, addresses, important details for the patient. Um, and so, yeah, when we're doing that, we will go to the next step, which is confirming that the insurance information is complete. Do we have everything? Is it correct? If it's not, we usually will have to contact the patient. And usually this is done when we make the referral call. So we actually will confirm what insurance they have when we give them a call, when we're about to schedule. To make sure we have everything correctly, we'll make sure that we have their primary correctly. If they have a secondary, we will add the secondary. So yeah, if we don't have those details, we will call them to get that. If everything's complete and looks good on our end, we will contact the patient and schedule an evaluation. And like I said, I kind of skipped over that step, but yeah, we will go ahead and confirm all the details, their demographics, everything's correct that we have in the chart. Um, so then that leads into the initial evaluation. Well, we get them scheduled. Actually, I just realized I made a mistake. So I'm missing one. So this is great that we have this process. I'm missing that we actually schedule. Well, no, I have that in there. We do schedule the patient. We get them down on the schedule for an evaluation. The next step is the initial evaluations performed by the physical therapist. They arrive at our office. We check them in at the front desk. We verify that everything looks correct in their chart. We scan their ID, their insurance, and we have them sign the HIPAA and consent to treat forms. Um, and then once that's done, they're seen by the physical therapist who then makes a plan of care and signs off on that plan of care for the patient. Um, and then the next part of the process would be making sure that they have their follow-up scheduled before they leave. It's very important that they get their visits lined up for the next week so that they are getting the treatment they need. We always say that physical therapy is like a prescription. So you have to do it at the frequency and duration that the physical therapist prescribes. That way they can keep up with their progress. So yeah, that is my strategy here. And then the second part I just wanted to include was my steps, measures, and the target. So with our referrals logged in, the percentage of that, usually we our goals to process them within 1 day. And yeah, our target here is 96%, 95%. Sorry, I think my writing's really small. Okay, and then we always want to make sure the insurance is 100%, or yeah, 100% verified within 24 hours. I think that's the most successful time to schedule patients is to try to contact them within 24 hours. Patient, yeah, contacted within the first 24 hours of receiving the referral. We want to make sure that's at 90%. Sometimes it doesn't always go that way, but we try to be as prompt as we can with reaching out to the patients. And then charts being prepped, we want to do that 100% before the appointment occurs. And that usually, unless there's a last minute walk-in or a last minute fill, sometimes that will not happen, but the goal is 100%. And then the evaluation completed, we try to do our best to keep our schedule full and to make sure that our no-show rate is at a 5% or less. And then obviously, and lastly, our plan of care created, we want that to be 100% and that the physical therapist signs off on the plan of care, updates it, and closes their chart note. So yeah, this is my process. If you guys have any suggestions on to make this more efficient, I would love to hear that. I'm always open to suggestions and input. I hope I did this correctly, but you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.